Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. We're going to be taking a close look at how AI is really starting to change the game when it comes to medical imaging.
It really is incredible to see the progress that's being made.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got this really cool research paper for you today.
Okay.
It's called UniMed-CLIP.
Okay.
It's towards a unified image text pre-training paradigm for diverse medical imaging modalities.
All right.
Now, I know that title might sound a little intimidating.
It's a bit of a mouthful.
It is.
But we're going to break it down.
We're going to unpack it and see why it's getting everyone so excited.
Yeah, it's really exciting stuff.
Okay.
Think about like all the different types of medical images that are out there.
Right.
I mean, you've got X-rays, CT scans, MRIs.
Ultrasounds.
Ultrasounds, exactly.
And they each give doctors like really unique visual information. So doctors, they use these images along with, written reports and stuff to put all the pieces together.
To figure out what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where does AI fit into all of this?
So this paper is all about vision language models.
Okay.
Or VLMs.
VLMs, got it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
These are AI models that are trained to understand
Like
the connection between what they see in an image and the text that goes with it.
Okay, so they're learning
There's that connection.
Yeah, they're learning to connect those two things together.
Got it.
The idea is that VLMs could help analyze medical images. Maybe even generate reports or point out things that
a human might miss.
That a human eye might miss. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the hope.
It sounds incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
But I imagine to train these VLMs, it takes a ton of data.
Oh, absolutely. You need massive data sets of images.
Wow.
Paired with text descriptions.
I see.
And that's a big challenge in the medical world.
Oh, I bet.
You've got privacy concerns.
You've got limited access to data.
So it makes it really hard to get those data sets.
Yeah, it makes it really hard to collect and share those data sets on a large scale.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's a big hurdle.
So what did these researchers do to get around this?
They did something pretty clever.
Okay.
They created this new open source data set called UniMed.
UniMed.
And it addresses this data scarcity problem.
Head on.
Head on, yeah.
Okay.
So that's a big deal.
So what's so special about UniMed then?
It's huge. It contains over 5.3 million image text pairs.
Wow.
And it covers 6 different medical imaging modalities.
Okay, like what?
So you've got X-ray, CT, MRI, ultrasound, pathology slides.
Wow.
And even fundus images.
Fundus images, remind me what those are again.
Those are the ones used to look at the back of your eye.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a really comprehensive data set.
That is a lot of data. How do they manage to pull that off with all the limitations?
Right, so that's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
They used large language models.
Okay.
Those are those powerful AI systems that can understand and generate human-like text.
Right.
To basically convert existing data sets.
Okay.
That only had image labels.
I see.
Into image text pairs.
Oh, clever.
So they were able to leverage a lot of data.
So wait, they taught an AI to translate simple labels, like fracture, into like full description?
Into full-blown descriptions, exactly.
That's brilliant.
So it's a really innovative approach. To get around that data scarcity.
Yeah, unlocking that new data.
Yeah, it's a game changer for sure.
Yeah, okay.
And the results are pretty remarkable.
Okay, let's hear it.
They used UniMed to train a VLM called UniMed-CLIP.
UniMed-CLIP, okay.
And it just blew existing general-purpose VLMs out of the water.
Wow, okay.
It significantly outperformed them.
So how does it compare to VLMs that are specifically for medical images?
Right, so that's the really cool part. UniMed-CLIP was able to match or even beat those specialized medical VLMs in zero-shot tasks.
Zero-shot tasks?
Yes.
What does that mean?
So that means that UniMed-CLIP can analyze images it's never seen before.
Wow, so brand new cases, basically.
Exactly. And that's crucial in medicine.
Right.
Because every patient's different.
Yeah.
Right, so you're constantly encountering new variations, new cases.
Yeah.
And the fact that UniMed-CLIP can handle that without needing specific training data for each scenario, that's huge.
That's a game changer.
It is. It's a game changer.
Okay, so how much better are we talking?
Right, so to give you an example, it outperformed a model called BiomedCLIP, which was trained on a massive proprietary data set by an average of 12.61%.
Wow.
Across 21 different data sets.
Wow.
And it did that with 3 times less training data.
Wow, so that really shows the power of that diverse data.
Absolutely. It really highlights the power of using diverse data from multiple sources. And it seems like the model just gets a deeper understanding of what it's looking at when it's exposed to that wider range of medical images.
So it's like getting that real-world experience almost.
Exactly. It's like training in the real world.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's one of the big takeaways.
So beyond just analyzing these images, what else did they do?
They did something called linear probing experiments to see how easily it could be adapted for new medical tasks.
Okay.
And guess what?
What?
It did incredibly well.
It excelled.
It excelled, yeah.
Okay.
They found that UniMed-CLIP's learned representations could be applied to new tasks with very little additional training.
So why is that important?
Well, it has huge implications for the future of medical AI.
Okay.
Because imagine you need to train a model to detect a specific rare condition.
Yeah.
Typically, you'd need tons of data for that specific condition, which is hard to come by.
Right. It's a rare condition.
Yeah, it's rare.
Not a lot of data.
Exactly.
Right.
But with UniMed-CLIP,
yeah.
you could leverage its existing knowledge and adapt it quickly with minimal additional data.
So it's like it's got this base already.
It's got a foundation.
Yeah.
And you can just build on top of that.
Got it. So that's a huge win.
That's a huge win for researchers and ultimately for patients.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this all sounds really promising.
It is.
Are there any other key aspects of this that we should touch on?
One of the most impactful things about this research is that the UniMed dataset and the UniMed-CLIP model are open source.
And why is that significant?
Well, it removes barriers to entry and it fosters collaboration. So now any researcher, regardless of their resources or affiliations, can access and build upon this work. And that could lead to a surge in innovation.
Wow.
In medical AI.
So it benefits.
Yeah, benefiting patients all over the world.
Right. It's like it's leveling the playing field.
Exactly. It's like leveling the playing field.
Wow.
And creating this global community that's focused on improving healthcare through AI.
That's fantastic.
Pretty amazing.
Okay, so it sounds like UniMed and UniMed-CLIP have the potential to really revolutionize medical image analysis.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
But before we get carried away, let's step back and think about the practical applications of this.
That's a great segue into our next point.
Okay.
So we've got this powerful new tool, UniMed-CLA.
Yeah.
What are some of the ways it could be used in real-world medical settings?
Yeah, how is this going to actually help people?
So the researchers highlighted a few promising applications in the paper. For example, they found that UniMed-CLIP significantly improved performance in tasks like detecting pneumonia in chest x-rays, identifying breast lesions in ultrasound images, and even grading the severity of diabetic retinopathy in those fundus photographs we talked about earlier.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of different things.
It's a wide range of applications.
So those are areas where like faster and more accurate analysis could really help patients.
Absolutely. It could make a real difference in patient care.
So beyond those examples, what other tasks could UniMed-CLIP be good for?
Well, imagine you're a doctor.
Okay.
And you're facing a really challenging case.
Okay.
UniMed-CLIP can help you search a vast database of medical images.
I see.
To find visually similar cases.
So like finding other cases?
Yeah, finding other cases that look similar.
Have that same presentation.
Exactly. They'd have a similar presentation.
Okay.
And that could provide additional insights.
Right. So it could help speed up diagnosis.
Yeah, it could potentially speed up diagnosis.
Or especially for those rare conditions.
Yeah, especially for rare conditions.
Or when you need like a second opinion.
Exactly, when a second opinion is needed.
That sounds incredibly useful.
It's a really powerful tool.
Yeah.
And because it's open source, developers can create all sorts of specialized applications. Built on UniMed-CLIP's core capabilities.
So it's like a platform.
Yeah, think of it like a platform for medical AI innovation.
So it's not just this one thing.
Right, it's not just one thing.
It's like a jumping off point.
It's a foundation for future innovation.
Wow, it really feels like a turning point.
It does?
In how AI is going to be used to improve healthcare.
Absolutely.
But as with any powerful technology, we have to remember that UniMed-CLIP is a tool.
Right.
And its impact.
It really depends on how it's used.
Exactly, it depends on how it's used. So what are some things that researchers and developers need to keep in mind?
Well, one key consideration is ensuring that any applications built on UniMed-CLIP are thoroughly tested and validated before they're used in clinical settings.
Makes sense.
So rigorous evaluation is crucial to ensure accuracy and reliability.
Patient safety first.
Absolutely. Patient safety should always be the top priority.
So what are some other areas of focus?
The transparency is going to be essential.
Okay, how so?
As these AI models become more sophisticated. It's crucial to be able to understand how they arrive at their conclusions.
Yeah, we need to know how it's working.
We need to know how it's working.
Not just that it is working.
Exactly. Doctors need to be able to interpret the AI's reasoning to make informed decisions.
So it's not just about getting an answer. It's about getting an answer.
It's about getting an answer that you can trust.
That we can understand.
That you can understand.
Yeah.
That's explainable.
Okay, and that makes sense. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's still the doctors who are making the decisions.
These tools should empower doctors to provide even better care.
Right. They're not replacing doctors.
They're not replacing doctors.
They're helping them.
Exactly. They're helping them.
Okay. So it's about that collaboration.
Yeah, it's about collaboration.
Okay.
And as this field evolves, it'll be really crucial for doctors and AI developers to work together.
Makes sense.
To make sure that these technologies are integrated seamlessly into clinical workflows.
So to sum it all up, UniMed and UniMed-CLIP represent a major advancement in medical AI.
Yeah.
And they have the potential to transform how medical images are analyzed and used in patient care.
It's a really exciting development.
It is.
And the fact that this research is open source sets the stage for a collaborative future.
Right, which is important.
Where innovations can benefit patients worldwide.
Absolutely.
So it's win-win for everyone.
Now, as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, we want to leave you with something to think about.
Right.
Imagine a world where AI is seamlessly integrated into healthcare, assisting doctors with diagnosis, treatment planning, even drug discovery.
Wow.
what possibilities does that future hold?
It's pretty mind-blowing.
And what role do you see yourself playing in shaping this evolving landscape?
Those are some big questions.
They are.
And I think they're worth exploring.
Yeah, definitely.
Be sure to check out the show notes for links to the research paper and other resources to continue your learning journey.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll see you in part 2.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So we're back.
Back for part 2.
To continue our deep dive.
All right, let's get into it.
Into UniMed-CLIP.
Yes, UniMed-CLIP.
And all the cool things it can do.
Exactly.
So last time we talked about how powerful this new tool is.
Right, we talked about how it can analyze images it's never seen before.
And how it can be adapted to all these different medical tasks.
To new tasks, yeah.
But what I'm really curious about is how is this actually going to be used in the real world?
Yeah, that's the big question.
How is this going to actually help patients?
So the researchers in the paper, they highlighted a few promising applications.
Okay, like what?
For example, they found that UniMed-CLIP really improved performance in tasks like detecting pneumonia, in chest x-rays, identifying breast lesions in ultrasound images, and even grading the severity of diabetic retinopathy in those fundus photographs that we talked about.
Okay, so that's a lot of different areas.
Yeah, it's a lot of different areas.
Where faster and more accurate analysis can really make a difference.
Can make a real difference in patient care.
So beyond those specific examples, though, what other tasks could UniMed-CLIP be good for?
Well, imagine you're a doctor.
Okay.
And you're faced with this particularly challenging case.
Right.
UniMed-CLIP could help you search a massive database of medical imaging to find visually similar cases.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So you're looking for other cases
that have the same kind of presentation.
That have a similar presentation.
Right.
And this could give you additional insights.
And potentially speed up diagnosis.
Potentially speed up the diagnosis, yeah.
Especially for those rare conditions.
Especially for those rare conditions.
Where you might not have a lot of experience with them.
You might not have seen a lot of those cases.
Right.
So that's where this tool could really come in handy.
So it could be like getting a second opinion.
Yeah, it's like having a second opinion.
Almost. Almost, yeah.
But from AI.
But from AI, exactly.
That's really cool.
It is. It's pretty amazing.
And because it's open source.
Right.
We talked about that before.
We did.
Developers can create all sorts of specialized applications.
Yeah, they can build on top of it.
Built on those core capabilities.
Exactly.
So it's like a platform.
Yeah, it's like a platform for innovation in medical AI.
This research really does feel like a turning point.
It feels like a turning point.
In how we use AI to improve healthcare.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
But we have to remember that UniMed-CLIP is a tool.
It is a tool.
And its impact really depends on how it's used.
Exactly. It depends on how we use it.
So as developers are building on this, what are some things they should keep in mind?
One of the most important things is transparency.
Okay.
As these models become more sophisticated,
we need to be able to understand how they're working.
Yeah, we need to understand.
We need to understand how they arrive at their conclusions.
Right. Not just that they work.
Not just that they work.
But how they work.
Exactly.
So doctors can trust the results.
Doctors need to be able to interpret the AI's reasoning.
Right.
To make good decisions.
So it's about more than just getting an answer.
Exactly. It's about getting an answer that you understand.
And that we trust.
And that you trust, yeah.
And it's really important to remember that these tools are here to help doctors.
Right.
They're not here to replace them.
They're not replacing doctors.
They're here to work with them.
Exactly. They're here to help them.
So it's all about that collaboration.
It's all about collaboration.
Yeah.
And as this field evolves, it's going to be crucial for doctors and AI developers to work together to make sure that these technologies are integrated seamlessly into clinical workflows.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's all about working together.
Okay. So to sum it all up, UniMed and UniMed-CLIP represent a major advancement.
They do.
In the field of medical AI.
Yes.
With the potential to transform how medical images are analyzed and used in patient care.
Absolutely.
And the fact that this research is open source is really a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Because it paves the way for that collaborative future.
For a more collaborative future.
Where everyone benefits.
Exactly, where everyone benefits.
So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Now, as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with something to think about.
All right.
Imagine a world where AI is seamlessly integrated into healthcare.
Okay.
Assisting doctors with diagnosis.
Yeah.
Treatment planning. Even drug discovery.
Wow.
What possibilities does that future hold?
It's a pretty exciting future.
And what role do you see yourself playing in shaping that future?
Those are big questions.
They are.
And I encourage everyone to explore them.
Absolutely.
Be sure to check out the show notes for links to the research paper and other resources to continue your learning journey.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you back for our next one.
See you next time. All right.
So welcome back.
We're back for the final part.
Part 3.
Into UniMed-CLIP.
Into this fascinating world of medical AI.
It is fascinating.
So we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
We've talked about how UniMed-CLIP works.
All right.
How it's outperforming other models.
Other models, yeah.
And its potential to really revolutionize healthcare.
It has huge potential.
But what I'm really excited about is thinking about the future.
Yeah, me too.
What's next for this technology?
What's next, yeah.
What are you most excited about?
What excites me is that this research is just the beginning.
Okay.
UniMed-CLIP is incredibly powerful.
Right.
But imagine what we could do if we incorporated other types of medical data.
Okay, like what are you thinking?
Think about electronic health records.
Okay.
Genetic information. Lifestyle data from wearables.
Like from our smartwatches and stuff?
Exactly, like from our smartwatches and fitness trackers.
Okay, so all that data combined with the medical images.
Combined with medical images.
Wow.
Could give us an even more complete picture.
Yeah, a much more holistic view.
A much more holistic view of a patient's health.
So we could create AI systems that are truly personalized.
That are truly personalized, yeah.
And take into account all of those individual factors.
Exactly.
To give really precise diagnoses.
To provide more precise diagnoses.
And treatment recommendations.
Wow,
that would be amazing.
It would be revolutionary.
And it's not just about diagnosing diseases.
Right.
It's about preventing them.
It's about predicting and preventing them.
Wow.
Before they even arise.
So we can stop them before they even start.
Exactly. That's the ultimate goal.
That's a really powerful vision.
It is a powerful vision.
For the future of medicine.
For the future of medicine, yeah.
And it seems like UniMed-CLIP is paving the way for that.
It's a step in the right direction.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And as more researchers build on this, I'm sure we're going to see even more groundbreaking advancements.
You're confident we will.
It's an exciting time to be following this field.
It is an exciting time.
So as we wrap up our deep dive today,
we
really encourage you to explore the links in the show notes to learn more.
To learn more about UniMed-CLIP.
About UniMed-CLIP and the research behind it.
The research behind it.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening.
On this incredible journey.
Yeah, it's been a great journey.
Into the world of medical AI.
It has.
We hope you found it insightful.
I hope so.
And we look forward to diving into another topic with you soon.
See you next time.
Take care.
Bye.
Okay, so we've got this powerful new tool, UniMed-CLIP.
Right.
What are some of the ways it could be used in real-world medical settings?
Well, the researchers in the paper highlighted a few promising applications.
Like what?
For example, they found that UniMed-CLIP significantly improved performance in tasks, like detecting pneumonia in chest x-rays, identifying breast lesions in ultrasound images, and even grading the severity of diabetic retinopathy in those fundus photographs we talked about earlier.
Those are all areas where faster and more accurate analysis could really make a difference in patient care.
Absolutely, it could.
Yeah.
It could be a game changer for a lot of patients.
So beyond those specific examples, though, what other tasks is UniMed-CLIP well suited for?
Well, imagine you're a doctor. And you're faced with a particularly challenging case. UniMed-CLIP could help you search a vast database of medical images to find visually similar cases.
Oh, so like finding other cases.
Exactly.
That have that same presentation.
That have a similar presentation.
Right.
And this could provide additional insights.
Right. And it could potentially help speed up diagnosis.
Yeah, especially for rare conditions.
Right.
Or when a second opinion is needed.
That sounds incredibly useful.
It is. It's a really powerful tool.
Yeah. And because it's open source, developers can create all sorts of specialized applications built on UniMed-CLIP's core capabilities.
Think of it like a platform for medical AI innovation.
This research really does feel like a turning point.
It does.
In how we can utilize AI to improve healthcare.
I agree.
Yeah.
And as with any powerful technology, it's important to remember that UniMed-CLIP is a tool.
It is.
And its ultimate impact will depend on how it's used.
Exactly. It all comes down to how it's implemented. So what are some things researchers and developers need to keep in mind as they build upon this work?
Well, one key consideration is ensuring that any applications built on UniMed-CLIP are thoroughly tested and validated.
Of course.
Before being used in clinical settings.
Makes sense.
Rigorous evaluation is crucial to ensure accuracy and reliability.
Patient safety should always be the top priority.
Absolutely.
What are some other areas of focus as this technology continues to develop?
Transparency is going to be essential.
Okay, how so?
As these AI models become more sophisticated, it's crucial to be able to understand how they arrive at their conclusions.
So we need to be able to understand how it's working.
Exactly.
Not just that it is working.
Not just that it's working, but how doctors need to be able to interpret the AI's reasoning to make informed decisions.
Right, so it's not just about the AI providing an answer. It's about providing an answer that's explainable and trustworthy.
Exactly. And another crucial aspect is ensuring that these AI tools are designed to complement, not replace the expertise of human healthcare professionals.
That's a really important point.
Yeah.
Ultimately, these tools should empower doctors to provide even better care, not make them obsolete.
Absolutely. And as this field evolves, it'll be crucial for doctors and AI developers to work together.
To make sure those technologies are integrated seamlessly into clinical workflows.
So to sum it all up, UniMed and UniMed-CAI represent a major advancement in the field of medical AI with the potential to transform how medical images are analyzed and used in patient care. It's a really exciting development.
It is.
And the open source nature of this research really sets the stage for a collaborative future.
Absolutely.
Where innovations can benefit patients worldwide.
Now, as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with something to ponder. Imagine a world where AI is seamlessly integrated into healthcare assisting doctors with diagnosis, treatment planning, even drug discovery.
What possibilities does that future hold?
What role do you see yourself playing in shaping this evolving landscape?
Those are big questions.
They are.
And we encourage you to explore them further.
Be sure to check out the show notes for links to the research paper.
Yes.
And other resources to continue your learning journey.
It's a fascinating topic.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. It's amazing to think about how quickly AI is evolving.
Yeah, it really is.
Especially in fields like medicine.
Absolutely. It seems like every day there's something new.
What are some of the things you're most excited about when you think about the potential of UniMed-CLIP and these similar technologies?
Well, one thing that really excites me is that this research is just the tip of the iceberg. UniMed-CLIP is incredibly powerful. But imagine what we could achieve if we could incorporate other types of medical data into these models.
What do you have in mind?
Well, think about electronic health records, for example. Genetic information.
Right.
Lifestyle data from wearable devices.
Oh, wow, yeah.
All that information combined with medical images could give us a much more comprehensive understanding of a patient's health.
That's a really intriguing idea.
It is.
We could create AI systems that are truly personalized. Taking into account all those individual factors.
Right, all those unique factors.
To provide incredibly precise diagnoses and treatment recommendations.
Exactly, and that level of personalization could revolutionize healthcare as we know it.
It's not just about diagnosing diseases anymore.
Right.
It's about predicting and preventing them.
Exactly.
Wow, that's a powerful vision.
It is.
For the future of medicine.
For the future of medicine.
And it seems like UniMed-CLIP is paving the way.
I think so.
For that kind of progress.
I think it's a really important step.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
As more researchers and developers build upon this work, I'm confident we'll see even more groundbreaking advancements in the years to come.
Yeah, I think we're just scratching the surface here.
It's an exciting time to be following the world of AI and healthcare.
Absolutely.
As we wrap up this deep dive, I really encourage you to check out the links and the show notes. To learn more about UniMed-CLIP and the research behind it.
There's so much to learn.
There is. It's really fascinating stuff.
It is.
Thanks for joining us on this journey.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Into this fascinating world of medical AI.
It's been a pleasure.
It has been.
Talking about this with you.
We hope you found it insightful, and we look forward to diving into another topic with you soon.
See you next time.
Take care.